10 months ago, I decided to start my own YouTube channel. I used my computer, a camera, and I read a load of books to give me some ideas. And for the last 300 days, I've been making videos about a variety of topics. And just last week, my channel went over 100,000 subscribers. That's quite a lot of people. So we're gonna celebrate together by baking a cake. Now, what type of cake do we make? You got wedding cakes, you got cheesecakes, sponge cakes, fruit cakes, cupcakes, chocolate cakes. Where do you start? I'm gonna go on Google. Cake recipes. Devil's food cake, what's that? Carrot cake. Yeah, let's make a carrot cake. I found this website called Inspired Taste. It's two people, Adam and Joanne, and I'm going to use their recipe today and make a carrot cake. Before we get cracking and making our carrot cake, firstly, what is a cake? I imagine it as a spongy, more tender than bread-like thing, which is very sweet and fatty. I'm gonna find the proper definition. A cake, an item of soft, sweet food made from a mixture of flour, fat, eggs, sugar, and other ingredients, baked and sometimes iced or decorated. There we go. That's what a cake is. Before I started filming this video, I thought it would be a good idea to do a bit of research about cake. Where did cake come from? Because everything starts somewhere. And apparently it was the Egyptians, the ancient Egyptians. They celebrated the coronation of their new pharaohs by eating cake. I wonder if their cakes were pyramid shaped too. And now we know a little bit about cake, we can make a cake. Carrot cake ingredients. When I was a little bit younger, I would find a recipe of something I wanted to cook or a cake I wanted to make, and I would whiz down to the ingredients, put all the ingredients in a bowl and start mixing them together because I couldn't be bothered to read the list of instructions. But cake making, would you believe it, is actually a science. There is certain steps you need to do at different times in order to get a good result. You can't just put everything in a bowl all at once and mix it together. There's chemical reactions going on, I'm gonna follow this recipe closely. Flour, baking soda, which apparently helps the cake rise, salt, cinnamon, and vanilla extract, it says here, to make the cake taste amazing. Oil, that is some of the fats to keep the cake moist. Sugar makes the cake moist, light, and delicious. I think there's a combination of white and brown sugar in this recipe. Eggs give the cake structure. Lots of carrots make this the best carrot cake. We'll see about that. I'm also gonna have some pecan nuts to go on top. I've been rummaging around in the cupboards and I found most of the ingredients that I need. However, I haven't got the most important ingredient for a carrot cake, and that is carrots. So I need to go to the shops to get carrots. There's also a couple of other things. I've only got 3 eggs and I need 4 for this recipe. And for the creamy icing, frosting I think they call it here, I need some cream cheese and whipping cream. Even when I only need to pick up like one thing, I still need to make like a note of it. Otherwise I get there and I'm like, why was I here again? What is cream cheese? Soft, mild tasting fresh cheese made of milk and cream. I'm guessing it's not like cheesy cheese. It is horrible weather today. It's windy and wet. Good weather for making cake. Let's get some cream cheese. Oh, I just realised I forgot to get more eggs. My cake is gonna be made with 1 less egg than it is supposed to. Can't make that much difference, can it? It's just 1 egg. Well, now I have all the ingredients that I need, apart from 1 less egg than I'm meant to have. Because I wrote a list and I still forgot the egg. Maybe next time I need to make 2 lists. The first list just says like read the next list. So currently I've just got a bunch of ingredients and now I have to figure out what to do with them. So first I have to grease these cake tins. These are what the cakes are going to be baked in. I need to grease them up so the cake batter doesn't stick to them. I've got 1 piece of grease-proof paper in the bottom of that one. Ta-da! And that goes inside there. I feel like I'm in a proper kitchen, like a proper studio kitchen. I'm gonna use some vegetable oil to grease the sides of the pan. Is it bad that I fried squid in this the other day? Will my cake taste a little bit like squid? So there's a tray on the middle and I need to turn the oven on. How hot do I need the oven? 176 degrees C. I'll put it just under 180. Bowl. Scales to make sure it's accurately measured. I'll put a link to the recipe in the description of this video, so if you'd like to replicate this, you can. I'm gonna whisk the flour, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon in this bowl. I'm gonna whisk all these dry ingredients together. And already that smells so good with the cinnamon. When I was in Sweden, I had a cinnamon bun. It was so good. Cinnamon is the bark, right? The bark from a cinnamon tree, I think. In a separate bowl, I need to whisk the oil, granulated sugar, brown sugar, and vanilla. Now that doesn't look very nice. So now I need to add all the eggs to that, but the bowl is too small. I need to use a bigger bowl. You reckon that one's big enough? Cooking is basically all about having bowls, isn't it? Add the eggs one at a time, whisking after each one. I would have another egg if I had remembered to get some more eggs at the shop, but I don't. So now it's saying I should switch to a rubber spatula. Luckily, I've got one here. So I'm now meant to fold the dry ingredients into this soupy looking bowl here. I think the aim is to not mix in the flour too much. You don't want gluten to form, I don't think. Gluten is what makes bread kind of stretchy and chewy, and this you want to be tender. I think I read a book about it and it was saying how you're not gonna mix flour in too much. There is something very therapeutic about baking a cake and mixing ingredients and seeing all the different textures and smells that come with it. Every time I bake a cake, I always am pleased with the process and the result. It's always a good use of time. Because once the cake is baked, you then can eat it and you can share it with people and enjoy it. It's definitely a worthwhile investment of time. Saves you a lot of money. I went to the shop the other day. I was gonna buy myself a cake to celebrate 100k subs on YouTube, but then it turned out they were really expensive. And also, where's the story in that if I just bought one? It wouldn't really mean much, would it? I've still not got to the carrot stage yet. I think the carrots are entering the scene soon. All the flour is mixed in now. There's no white bits in there from the flour. Peeling carrots is a very satisfying thing to do. And that one is for me. Oh, quanky. That's the cake before it's turned into a cake. Flute. Yeah. Ugh. Stir in the carrots. That's quite a lot of carrot. Looking good. Okay, nice. They're going in the oven. 1, 2. Ow, it's hot. How long do I need to bake those for? 35 to 45 minutes apparently. We're not done yet. We're gonna make the icing that's gonna go in between the cake and on top. Philadelphia, I believe, is a type of cream cheese. I think this is the first time I've ever made something with cream cheese. Interesting. I think this is the sort of cheese that is used in cheesecake. That's what it tastes like. In a large bowl, beat the cream cheese with a handheld mixer. Beat it? Gosh. So apparently we're meant to beat this thing. 140 grams of powdered sugar, which I will then also beat. Lastly, we're going to add some double cream. That is delicious. I could just eat that on its own. This is going to be a good cake, guys. Stick around. I was watching the World Cup the other day, and one of the teams who were playing scored a goal in like the first 2 minutes, 1-0 up. And after the goal, the team celebrated. They were so happy about a goal. They then went on to actually lose the game, which I kind of felt a little bit sad about, because you could see how much that first goal meant to them, and they were having a great time celebrating. And I was like, should you really celebrate before you've won the game? And I came to the conclusion that yes, you should definitely celebrate whilst you're ahead, because the truth is you're not always going to be ahead. It's, I think, important to celebrate whilst you have achieved something and you are doing well. Celebrate the little successes that come, because one day inevitably you're not going to be winning. And when I reached 100,000 subscribers the other day, I thought, do I really need to celebrate this? Like, is it really a big deal? In the grand schemes of YouTube, there's a lot of channels bigger than me, but it's a small achievement, and I realise it's important to celebrate the little like successes along the way. And that's why this morning I decided to wake up and make a cake. To be honest, even if I didn't achieve anything, I would still make myself cake, because it's a good thing to do with your time. And it's a very cost-effective way to have a nice sweet treat. You know, this cake is going to be big enough to feed a whole family for a good few days. Ah, looking good. 17 minutes. Well, the beeper says my cake's done. Is it actually done? The only way to find out is with a cake tester. This is my mum's cake tester. It tests cakes for doneness. You simply poke it in, pull it out, and if it's clean, it's done. If it's got bits of cake on it, it's not done. I think it's done. Okay, welcome back. Well, hey, we baked some cake. I also roasted some pecan nuts, which taste amazing. I've never made a cake with two halves before. I've always made like either a cupcake or one cake in a loaf tin. I'm really scared that my cake is stuck now forever. I'm gonna try and cut around to loosen it up. Oh no. Now we're talking. It's actually looking good. Hey, I made a cake! It's not finished yet though. Hold on. We've got this cream cheese icing. Oh, that's real good. How do we put it together? How do we sandwich it? We've got a plate, which is the perfect size. This is where we need to be very delicate and careful that we don't mess it up. Cake is a wonderful thing. Thank you, ancient Egyptians, for creating this. I don't think they invented the carrot cake. We're gonna spread a load of this cream cheese mixture on the cake. It's gonna be like a sandwich. Oh. Second half of the cake. Place that on top. It's just like one giant sandwich. Oh gosh, that was close. It's looking good so far. Spread the last of the icing on top. Oh, I wish everyone watching this could share a bit of this cake with me, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to eat it all by myself. Woohoo! 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we have a beautiful cake to show for our efforts today. I'm proud of my cake. Thanks everyone for watching my videos this year. I appreciate it massively. I never thought it was possible to get 100,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So yeah, thank you. Also thanks to my friends and family for the support. Cheers everyone. It's unbelievably moist. And the cake is still just slightly warm. And then you get one of those toasted pecans and it just takes it to the next level. I didn't think I was capable of making cake which tasted this nice. The people who made the recipe are the real heroes. I want to take it to like a party. I've got so much cake here, I wanted to share it with some people, so I put an Instagram story up asking if anyone is in the area so I can deliver them some cake. And a guy from a town nearby said that he would love some cake, so I'm very happily going to deliver him some. I had a couple more people reply saying they were in the area, so now we're getting very low on cake. Out for delivery! We've got no cake left. So now I'm gonna deliver it. There's your cake.
Oh, thank you so much.
No problem.
I've actually got something for you.
No way, thanks so much. Oh, Pains, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh wow, you got a rabbit.
Hello.
Oh wow, you got some nice plants going. Are they lemon?
They're a rare type of lemon actually.
You're a reviewer.
It's actually really good.
See ya,
Cheers, thanks.
have a good one. He gave me some honey. Second delivery. Hello.
Hello.
Michael.
How's it, mate?
There's your cake.
Oh, that is lovely. Thank you very much.
I could get used to this, delivering cakes to people. It's quite fun. Cheers for watching the video, everyone. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate it. I wish I could give every one of you a slice of my cake. Hope you all have a great year. I'll see you next time.